can a judge call and question their own witnesses? All this and a bit more coming up. In today's case, a man pleads guilty to aggravated battery. He's sentenced to 22 years and then runs back into court to withdraw his guilty plea. He claims his lawyer misled him and that he was tricked into pleading guilty. He claims he has kind of some difficulty with reading and writing and had no idea what he was signing when he pled guilty. For example, he alleged his lawyer lied about the law changing, and instead of him serving out only 50% of his sentence, found out afterwards it was 85%. Judge Gilfillan is skeptical and noticed, despite casting aspersions on the lawyer assigned to his case, the defendant never called her as a witness. Like most public defenders, she happened to be in the courthouse that day, and the judge calls her to the stand. Curiously, she testifies the defendant was one of the most well-spoken and eloquent clients she had ever had. Now, it should be noted the judge allows both sides to cross-examine and then denies the defendant's motion to withdraw his guilty plea. In his findings, Judge Gilfillan states in relevant part, "My findings are similar to Miss Justice, and I've commented probably on the record before how well-spoken the defendant is and respectful. And I'm not an expert, but I can only take his word when he told me he had read and understood all of the documents that were presented throughout the case, and I would have had no reason to doubt that." The defendant appeals, arguing the judge had, no business calling his own witnesses because in doing so, he was acting as an advocate for the state, but the appellate court disagrees. First, the judge's job in any trial, especially a bench hearing, is to get to the truth. Second, the rules of evidence, they clearly allow a judge to call and question their own witnesses. To be fair, it's not something that happens very often, and typically when it's done, it's supposed to be done in a neutral manner. Here the judge, he had no idea what the defense former lawyer was going to say. And she might have said, "Hey, I made a mistake," which would have given her former client another bite at the apple. So the judge's actions were neither for or against either side. It was merely to get at the truth. That's kind of the goal of every hearing, right? Anyways, that's all I have on judges calling their own witnesses. Thanks for watching.